It's time to meet your 2017 Minnesota Twins intern class. Your broadcast interns, Evan Barrett and Josh Kolodziejski. With baseball operations, Frankie Padullo and Justin Kelly. The community relations interns, Trisha Angus, Jamie Fleischacker, and Leah Barr. Interning for human resources, Thomas Brynnoldson and Madeline Straley. From the ticket office, Chris Donhauser and Ross Trenda. With ballpark ops, Andy Burr and Cara Lodge. The procurement intern, Charlie Schmitz. Let's hear it for your diversity interns, Vanessa Johnston and Ellie Murray. From the tours department, Jordan Q. With Target Field Events, Josie Schreiner. This year's communication interns, Hannah Hilbert and Matt McMullen. With technology, Jason Skinner. Your accounting intern, Janae Adams. Interning with corporate partnerships, Kristen Peterson and Elizabeth Berggren. What do you think of your content marketing of social multimedia creative productions interns? Aaron Lowry, Kevin Noonan, and Josh Sandy. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 Minnesota Twins intern class.
When I was assembling this intern class, I've been doing this for 9 years now, and to be honest with you, it's like a baseball team. Every spring you're hoping that you get the best players, the best pitchers, everyone to go and work for you. So kind of the same with this class, and I think we succeeded as a whole.
We all came here with a purpose. We were all committed to this organization.
From home opener to all-star break to the football games to the concerts, it was really just a lot of fun collaborating with everybody, working together, and having a lot of fun while doing it.
People you work with can either make or break your experience here, and people were awesome. The intern class was awesome, so that was my favorite part.
3 words that come to mind to describe the internship class would be collaborative, hardworking, and definitely fun.
This year's class, I think of GroupMe. I think of humor, I guess, and then I also think of I don't know why, but I think of trivia. And again, I never went to trivia, but you guys always talk about it. So those are the 3 things that I think of when I think of this year's class.
My most exciting experience, oh my God, you guys. See, I'm so nervous. My most exciting experience was definitely Hope Week. I really enjoyed working with a ton of different people, getting to work with a lot of different Twins employees and getting to make a lot of young kids' days.
My favorite part of working in diversity marketing has been meeting different community members and going out to different events like galas or dinners or graduations, and just getting to meet a ton of different people and networking with community members.
What do? I purchase stuff, essentially. Anything that needs to be bought, I'll buy it.
So what makes the community relations department unique? I think it's just because they're all over the place all the time, and that was hard for me because I like schedules, but I've learned to be flexible and kind of go with the flow and go all over the place with them too.
Outgoing, quirky, and a little loud.
So what I noticed right off the bat with this year's internship class was that they were a little quiet. So I always start a Facebook page before they come in, so they can kind of get to know each other and see who's living where, and nobody offered any kind of input. I had to kind of get it out of them. Well, orientation came around and still kind of quiet. pretty much that was all blown out of the water once bullpen 2 settled in for the year.
Being the only guy in Ace's bullpen this year has been a little bit of a struggle for me. The girls have always let me know that I'm never right, and that's tough for me because I love to be right. Football Volleys champ this week, you can put that on the record.
I once accidentally photobombed a picture of Joe Mauer and Jim Polad, the owner of the Minnesota Twins and the face of the Minnesota Twins.
While I was Snapchatting, I was almost run over by a couple of players because I was not paying attention. So the Snapchat video was a little bumpy, to say the least.
So the most embarrassing moment of this internship was actually on Josh Sandy's first day. We were taking him to a happy hour after work, and we had to get someone's backpack, I think, from the baseball communications office. But we saw a backpack laying on the ground and no one was around. So obviously all of our first thoughts were see something, say something. So we had Matt McMullen check inside the backpack to see if it was safe, but Dave St. Peter came out of the office, saw all of us gathered around his backpack, and that was super embarrassing.
I think the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me in this internship was like dealing with Kyle Gibson, and we were coming out of the press conference room and he was behind the door and I hit him with the door and I looked at him and I was like, I'm gonna lose my job.
Most valuable thing I've learned from this internship is probably how to deal with Mike Sather.
So I think something that I've learned while I was here that I've really improved on is just being open-minded and looking at every viewpoint and being adaptable to every situation.
You go through a lot of hard pressure situations anytime you have a game day duty because it's a timed event, so you might have people that don't show up. In the beginning of the season, you try to plan all that stuff out and it just never works. So by the end of the season, you're just more of a grab and go kind of person. You're like, all right, you're gonna do this game now, and that's how it works.
There is always something to be done, and there's a lot of different things to be done, and you need to know how to multitask very well or you will quickly become overwhelmed.
You gotta work hard, you gotta be a team player, and just learning to adjust to situations that change over the course of the day. Not everything's gonna be the same, it's all gonna be changing.
You might be set in your ways, like you like to do something this way, but someone can always teach you a better way to do something or a different way to do something or a more efficient way to do something.
One thing that I've learned from my internship, always take the lens cap off before you start shooting.
The thing that really stands out the most about the 2017 internship class, I would have to say, is ingenuity. And by that, I mean, I've never seen a group get as many people around a lunch table as this group has done. I mean, I'm talking 9 years of doing this, never seen that many people at a lunch table, so kudos to the ingenuity there.
My favorite cookie is the macadamia nut. Yeah, we would like to go out after games and got the best of us sometimes, a lot of times.
How am I the most dramatic one?
I would tell next year's radio broadcast intern is to make sure you're having as much fun as possible. You only get 162 games, and I know that seems like a lot, but the time in the studio is special. You're gonna do a lot of work, you're gonna get a lot of stuff done, but you're also gonna have some great moments with Gino and Chris Atterbury. You're gonna hear all their witty comments, and just make sure you're enjoying your time.
It seems like a long season, but it flew by. Here we are in September. I would just tell myself and anyone else to have fun with it because it goes by quickly. Try not to worry too much. Just do your work and have fun.
Don't be afraid to work outside your job description. You're part of the entire Twins organization, not just your department. So if you do have some downtime, feel free to help out others. People do appreciate that. But also have an open mind and be ready to tackle anything your supervisor gives you. And just, if you have a question, don't be afraid to ask it. Just ask questions, learn, and do your best to improve the entire time.
The advice I would give the next event intern is to just enjoy all the different things. Next year is going to be a lot of fun with the Super Bowl and everything. I know we're going to plan a lot of cool things, so just enjoy every event and make the best of it.
Don't be afraid to talk to anyone. I met a lot of interesting people. I think my best memories and most interesting experiences come from talking to the
huge variety of people you meet, whether it's part-time staff, full-time staff, or just guests in the ballpark.
Don't wait. Don't wait to learn. Don't wait to ask questions. If there's something you want to try, don't wait to try it. Don't wait to look towards the future. Don't wait to apply for jobs after your internship's over.
3 words to describe this internship. I screwed up. 3 words to describe the most embarrassing story. Wrecked Chevy's truck.
The weirdest thing that happened during my internship is probably this right now. Just 2 guys filming me in a dark room. It's a little weird. Wasn't quite what I expected this to be.
To work in baseball has been a dream of mine since I was a little kid. Obviously, it was originally to play baseball, but baseball has been such a big part of my life that to be able to come to the ballpark every day for work is really special to me and something I really cherish.
Pretty fascinated about every department's ability to collaborate on these games. There's so much that needs to come together, and I've been very impressed with the Minnesota Twins, and I'm glad that I got to be a part of it.
Everything that we get to do, a lot of people just wish that they get to do once in their lifetime. I mean, going on the field every day, talking with players, just getting to know them, and then getting your work done at the same time. That's something that a lot of people wish they could do, and you get to do that on an everyday basis with the Twins here.
It's kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing. Like, I don't think that you ever really think you're gonna be like, oh, I'm working for the Twins, like for your first job or internship or whatever. So it was so amazing.
I mean, I'm working for the Twins. What could be better than that?
Yeah, actually, the reality of it is I love working with those girls. They're all very, very talented. They work their butts off. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of drama, but it's not ever real drama. At the end of the day, we all have each other's backs, and being the guy in there, I love giving them some crap. They love giving me crap, and it's a good relationship, and I'm gonna miss them a lot.
I feel like when I first got here, I was a little nervous about if I would make any friends or if we would actually stay friends or if everyone would just be so serious about their work. But I feel this class, we're gonna stay friends for a while and hopefully still get to go out after the games and be lit.
Do I think it's appropriate to date coworkers?
Take every opportunity that you can. I hope that you got everything that you wanted out of this internship. We want to thank you very much. Hopefully our paths meet again in our professional world. If you need anything from us, absolutely come see us. And I gotta go because we have intern screens going on right now, so circle of life,